god, it looks like I'm naked. Ooh, 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 okay. Apologies if I look off camera a bit. I'm recording on my iPhone, and so I keep looking at the screen here instead of looking on the camera. So if I look a little off, my bad. Did anyone else think that 2020 was going to be their year? Because I was thinking like, oh, I'm going to graduate, I'm going to get a good, nice job, everything's going to be great, make new friends, move to a new city, blah, blah, blah. And then the fucking coronavirus happened where everyone's freaking out, people are dying left and right, and then now I have this on my face. So, you know, it hasn't been the best year, but I'm looking forward to 2021, even though we're not even halfway through 2020. I just know that this year probably won't be my year, but next year, there's always next year. So the purpose of today's video is talking about how I got this beautiful second-degree burn on my face, and like how that has impacted my opinion on my own like personal beauty and beauty in general, and yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. So to start off with how I got this to happen, basically what happened was I wanted to cook a steak. This would have been my first time cooking a steak. Like, if you know me, I love a good ribeye steak. I love steak. And I was like, you know what? I can try this. I can cook this. Like, I eat this all the time. Why not just learn it myself? I'd save a lot more money if I just learned how to cook steak. And I was looking up recipes, and I found this one recipe on YouTube which called for a lot of oil and a pan, and just like saturate the whole place, like the whole pan with oil. And so you have a good amount where you can like move it back and forth, and you know, you have like a thick amount, like you understand what I'm saying. Anyways, so I put a lot of oil into the pan, and I finished seasoning my steak, and I got the steak, and I dropped it in, but I dropped it in too hard, and so all the oil backsplashed into my face, and it hurt at first, but I was like, oh fuck, let me just wipe this off and it's gonna be okay. But then it started to hurt more and more and more, to the point where I was starting to cry because of how painful it was. And I went to the bathroom to see like what was going on with my face, and I saw that my chin was starting to peel off. And I was like, fuck, oh my god, this is really bad, like fuck. And so from there, I was trying to figure out like what I can do. I was in a lot of pain, and so what I did was I got a towel and I put some cold water on it and put it in my face, and that helped. And then I was like, fuck, like my face is like peeling off. What am I going to do? And I was trying to figure that out. And I texted a friend and I was like, hey, I got into this accident, what should I do? And they're like, you need to go to the hospital immediately. And I was just like, really? I need to go to the hospital? Like, fuck, like this is bad, but like I gotta go to the hospital? Like, this is coronavirus time. If I go to the hospital, what if I like risk getting hurt? But at the same time, I was in a lot of pain. And so I decided to call up one of my friends and see if they could come and take me to the hospital. And they agreed. And while I was waiting, not only was I in physical pain because it was burning really badly, but I was also in a lot of emotional pain because when I saw my face in the mirror, it was not looking so good. And it really hurt because I was starting to learn how to love myself, to love my features. If you've seen my Instagram post beforehand, my hair. If you've seen my Instagram post beforehand, I talked about how when I was younger, people would say that I had like a nose that was the size of a fist, or that I had hot dog lips, and it made me very insecure and self-conscious. And I was starting to get over that and starting to learn how to appreciate my features and, you know, how I am naturally. But with this whole situation, it kind of threw me back, and I was like, fuck, like I was just starting to learn how to love myself, and now I have this like big freaking mark all on my face, which will probably leave a bad scar, and I'm going to look a lot worse. And that really hurt. I wasn't doing good with knowing that. But I try to, keep that in the back of my mind and focus on getting some medical help. And so I went to the hospital, and when I got there, they screened me to make sure I didn't have the coronavirus and everything. So they put me into a different facility, which was like kind of urgent, but not COVID-19 urgent. And from there, the doctor came in and she looked at my face. And the only thing that she could do was give me some Neosporin. That's the only thing you can do. But what she did tell me is that I had a 2nd-degree burn, and she told me that it would take a while for it to heal. She wasn't sure how long, but it would take a while. And that didn't really help me because I was like, I need to look good. I can't look like this. It's gonna like hurt to look in the mirror. It's not gonna feel nice to look at. I'm just gonna cry every time when I see myself. But she was trying to comfort me. She was saying how when she was younger, she went through a similar experience. She was cooking something, oil splashed in her face, and she was showing me how she looks now. She looks normal, she looks good. And so she said it might take some time, but there's I need to be optimistic about the future. And so after all that, I went back home and was just like laying down thinking about my face, thinking about the pain I was in, and thinking about like what this means for me going forward look wise. I still wasn't feeling very positive about myself, but I was thinking like, out of all the possible times that this could happen, it's happening at a really good time during the coronavirus because everyone is required to wear a mask. And if I wear a mask, you don't even notice that I have any scars, which is pretty good. Other than the one down here, and I have some on my arms, if you can see. But for the most part, if I do wear a mask, it's not really noticeable, which is good. That helped me to feel better about myself. But I was still struggling on and off with the thought of how I wouldn't be perceived as attractive anymore because I would have this scar over my face, and I'm not sure if makeup would be able to cover it up. And like how I put so much worth in my appearance and how much that's affected me. And I thought about the first impressions I would make with people. Like the first thing someone sees when they see you is your face. And I thought about like, if someone sees my face, they're gonna think I'm weird. They're gonna think I'm a freak. And that didn't feel so good either. And that was something that I was struggling with for the past couple of days. But recently, like last night, basically, I'm on day 3 of recovering. Just to add some more context, this happened on Friday and today's Monday. And so it's day 3, and I was thinking about it last night how although my face isn't looking the best, there's still so much more about me that I need to focus on. Like I was thinking about in my previous videos how I talked about having bipolar disorder and being open about that and sharing my experiences. I've thought about the things like how I'm going to be a first generation college student, that I'm going to be the first person graduating in my immediate family, and how amazing that is. And I was thinking about how I'm currently like acting as a mentor to other students who are interested in pursuing design like I am right now, and thinking about how I'm a good person and a good friend. And there's a lot of, really good qualities about me that I tend to overlook. And that's something that I'm learning to really focus on during this time of not feeling my best. And something I would say to everyone is just like, think about the things that make you you other than your looks. I think everyone has value and they have something unique to share with other people, and something unique about them, and something that's beautiful about them. I think during this time, especially during the coronavirus where you're stuck at home and sometimes you feel down, you feel like you're not being very productive, and you're just feeling, all these different types of ways, I think it's good to think about all the good things that have happened before the situation, all the great things that you have to offer, and all the great things that you'll be able to do in the future. I know that these times are hard, and especially if you're going through something like this, but it will get easier, it will get better, and life will go on. I'm just taking the situation day by day, trying to make the most out of it and remind myself of all the amazing things that I have going on. If you guys want, I can post like maybe a weekly update on my scarring and show what that process is like and what I'm doing to kind of prevent scarring or helping to reduce the possibility of scarring. So I might make a video on that. And also, let me know what other videos that you want to see me do. So I'm trying to get back into YouTube again. This is the first video that I'm making in 2020. I know it's late, but I went through a lot of stuff earlier this year, and so I'm trying to finally get back into the swing of things. And that is it for today's video. I just wanted to jump on camera and share my thoughts, my experiences, and share that with everybody. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment and share with your friends. And also in the comments below, tell me what, you love about yourself. What do you think you bring to the table? What's something unique about you? Because I think everyone has something special, and I love to hear it. And also make sure you add me on social media. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at StormyNLA. I'll leave it in the description box below. So thank you. Bye.